Hey everybody, what's going on? Adam Magro here. I just got back from Chicago. Bought a bunch of games. Stay tuned to see what they are. Alright everybody, well before I went to Chicago, I hit up a couple of thrift stores and our local GameStop. I'll show you what I got from there. First off, before I left, I went to GameStop. I got Neo Contra. Haven't had too much time to play this, but I'm a big fan of running guns, especially when they're multiplayer, so I decided to pick that up. And I decided to pick up Pac-Man Fever, because I've always heard a lot about it, but I never knew what it was. It's actually like a collection of mini games, and you play as Namco characters. So it's kind of like Pac-Man Party. It's not that good though. Then I went to my thrift stores, of course, for the Humane Society. I got Assault. It's a pretty cool running gun in 3D. 3D doesn't work so well with the floating platforms and all that stuff. But it's a pretty cool game. It's a lot more playable than like Contra, Legacy of War, and stuff like that. I also picked up Killing Zone. This is a disc only. I bought it just because I didn't know what it was and wanted to figure it out. Now that I actually think about it, it kind of makes sense. It's actually a head-to-head fighter. They didn't get the 3D right, but you know, can't really blame the game for that. It's kind of like Killer Instinct. Yeah, the skeleton character kind of reminds me of it. And then I got it's actually in this SXX tricky case is Pikmin 2. All these games are $2, so I figured, hey, Pikmin 2 for $2, you can't beat that. So I don't really like to pay double digits for games unless I really, really want them. But this next one I really, really wanted. Before I went to Chicago, I had 3 games that I absolutely wanted to get, and this first one was number 1 on my list. And that is for the GameCube, Amazing Island. Now this game, I researched this a lot. I haven't had a chance to play it, but you basically get to freehand draw different areas of your monster, like the head, the body, the tail, the feet, the arms. It looked very interesting, and you basically just play mini games with the monsters you created. I really wanted this, and I'm really glad I found it. If you could track this down, it's pretty cheap used at GameStop, but it was really, really hard to find. Bomberman Generation. I'm a Bomberman fan. Haven't played it yet. Of course, complete. I picked up Geist because I went to probably more than a dozen GameStops, and only one of them had buy 2 get 1 free. So this was one of the ones I picked up. I always wanted this, but I never really had the drive to get it. But that buy 2 get 1 free definitely helped boost the initiative. And yes, these are all in alphabetical order. The next one I've been hunting down for a while. Haha, you'll understand in a second. This was also on my list, the 2 out of 3 games that I really wanted. And that is Hunter the Reckoning. It's up to 4 players, play simultaneously. You go around and you shoot baddies, basically. Every character has different weapon, sub-weapon, and special abilities. So it's definitely cool that I found that. On the PlayStation, 007, Everything or Nothing. I really liked that From Russia with Love game that I bought, so I decided to give this a shot. Haven't played it. Tried to play it, but it wouldn't work, so I had to go take it back. I got Maximo vs. the Army of Zin, because I bought the other Maximo recently, so I decided to finish my collection by getting it. Rivet King. Yeah, I've heard somebody online talking about this. This game is very off the wall, very interesting. It's actually golf with the frogs. And there's a bag. I don't know if you can see it. But I wasn't going to buy it unless it had its bonus disc, which I was lucky enough for $4.99 to have both discs and the instructions. There was a lot of stickers up here and stuff like that, but I used some Goo Gone on it. And yes, it was only $4.99. And this was one of the buy two get one free, so this game is just insanely off the wall. If you can find this, especially with both discs, for $5, go ahead and do that. I picked up Suffering, Ties That Bind, because I got the first Suffering game not that long ago, and just wanted to finish the collection of it. Oh, this was one that I was looking for. It wasn't in the top 3, because I really wasn't expecting to find it. And that is the X-Files Resist or Serve. This is the creepiest game I've ever played ever. It's unnerving. I can't remember how much it was. I think it was like $8. But yeah, I'm glad I have it. I'm an X-Files fan, so that was cool. Beautiful Joe 2. Because I have the first Beautiful Joe, I like it. I didn't beat it, but you know, hopefully one day I'll go back. Clover is a very interesting company, and I want to get some of their stuff, so I found that. Another GameCube one that for some reason, oh, I guess I did in alphabetical order, not by system, but the last one I got was Beautiful Joe's Red Hot Rumble for the GameCube. Must have thought that this was PlayStation 2, but anyways, I guess it's a head-to-head fighter. I don't know, I haven't played it, but it says fight head-to-head against your friends. So, and then check out the new series coming to the Kids WB. So that's cool, I look forward to that. And then I actually went to a Target that had a clearance aisle and picked up House of the Dead Overkill for $13. Oh, so awesome. I was waiting for this to go down to 30 before I bought it, but hey, 13 is fine too. And then a couple of new games I bought. I bought this one from the GameStop. Space Bust-A-Move. I love the Bust-A-Move franchise. It's really great. But this game, I really thought that they were remarketing it, reinventing it. This is not for beginners. It is very hard, very hardcore. There's no practice mode or anything, and you need to have the bounce mechanic down, and even like bouncing it off the ceilings now, because you don't have like a set ceiling, and the bosses are really hard to figure out using the double screen and all that. But it is a lot of fun. If you are seasoned in the art of Bust-A-Move, definitely check this out. $20 new. It's amazing. I actually played this on a plane ride the whole time, 3 hours. Yeah. And then Walmart for $20. I've been looking for this for a while, but it's been really expensive used. But new, whatever. I got World Ends With You. Ours is pretty hardcore. I'm not usually a fan of RPGs, but the art style looks amazing, and I've heard nothing but good things about it. So I decided to pick that up. Let me know your thoughts on this. The whole you have 7 days thing kind of makes me feel uneasy. Also there, I decided to get a new PlayStation 2 controller. Now, apparently this has been absolutely everywhere, but I've never been able to find it. And it is this pretty, I don't know what they call it, satin silver? I don't even remember the color. Yeah, satin silver PlayStation 2 controller. So I finally found one, and packing this for the plane ride was a pain in the ass, because I really wanted it still in this package for when I came back and started playing stuff. But there it is, all of that. I'm sure this isn't a big deal to most of you, because you have your PlayStation 3s and whatnot. Alright, the last game I got was from a Play and Trade, where I got this awesome Retro Rules t-shirt. Yeah. And that is a Game Boy Advance game I never heard of, but had to get. And it is Banjo-Kazooie Grunty's Revenge. Hopefully you can see that there. It's just a loose cart, but I was surprised to find that it was under $5. So I had to pick it up. Every once in a while I look for games on the GBA, Normally it's a forgotten system in my mind, but since the DS Lite is backwards compatible. And it's really cool, and of course Plane Trade lets you play it, so I played it to see what they did, how they made it work, and it's actually a really interesting game. So for you Banjo-Kazooie fans out there, because I didn't know this exists, it exists. So that was a pretty good haul right there, I believe. The trip was a lot of fun and very successful game-wise. So I'll see you next time.
Game over.